Okay, picking up where we left off, we're talking about the discussion forum. And the introductions, I want you to go here and just a couple sentences to say who you are. Hi, I'm Bob, and, I've got 6 cats and 4 dogs, and, I'm a senior, and I'm going to graduate in the fall, and blah, 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 blah. Just a little bit about yourself, because this is kind of an online course, and there's no, excuse me, there's no real way for you to communicate with your other students, this kind of thing. And then I have this thing called grading notes. So what happens is at the end of every grading period, a quiz or an assignment, I go here and add something that says, here's how the entire class did. And so it provides some context. Let's say you made a C on a quiz, and you're going, oh man. So you'd go here and find out that everyone else made an A in the course on that quiz, and you go, oh geez, okay, I something I didn't get, or I didn't study enough, or whatever. Or conversely, you go there and everyone else made a C, and you go, oh, whew, okay, at least I'm normal. So this provides some context on where you fit in with the rest of the class. So I'm going to tell you what the average score was, how many A's and B's and C's. We're also going to talk about particular topics. I'll say, okay, we need to describe, the question number 42, was kind of confusing. Let's go over that again, kind of a thing. So that's some other feedback I can get. Grades, when I hit grades, I get this type of thing. When you hit grades, you get something completely different, so I'm going to skip that. But basically, here's where you go to see where you are in the course. And remember, in order for you to see the feedback that I leave inside your document, you're going to have to open the frickin' document and click a button. Okay. People, that's just exactly what it sounds like. This is all the people in the course. The syllabus. So here's a copy of the syllabus, plus a listing of everything in chronological order that is due. So here's all the things that are due for the entire course. Cool. Quizzes. So yeah, all the quizzes that are due. There's midterm exam and all the rest of those things. I'm going to skip modules and come back to that. Chat. Rarely have a need to use that, but occasionally somebody might say, I really need to talk to you. Okay, fine, we'll do chat. Web conferencing is another one of those things that's kind of cool. We could use web conferencing if we wanted. So I'll leave it in there. Tutor.com is kind of cool. So let's go back to modules. So modules is where the guts of the course is. This is where you're going to have to go on a weekly basis. So it's broken up into sections. So one section is the start here. So let's go through the start here. So here's the welcome page. You've already seen this page. This is the one that talks about, welcome to the course. Okay. The next one is the course information. So it has information about me, about the textbook, a copy of the course syllabus, the introductory slides, which quite frankly we just went over, and then a listing of all the course objectives. After that here's the course schedule. So if something happens, we'll tweak this, but basically here's how it all works. I mentioned to you guys that the week starts on Monday. Probably about Monday noon is when that week's material will magically appear, and everything is due the following Sunday at 11:59. Okay, cool. So I mentioned again that something is due every single week, so here it all is. As a rule, assignments appear 2 weeks before they're due, and please don't wait till the last minute, that's just dumb. Quizzes appear about 1 week before they're due. Now, that's not true for the term project. It's available like 4 weeks before it's due. But typically that's how it works. Okay, cool. Let's continue. So if you're new to Canvas, has never done like an assignment or a quiz, this would be good videos to learn how to do that. And then some stuff about being an online student. There's an awful lot of self-discipline in being an online student. If you've never done online courses before, then it might be a little disruptive. You're going to have to come up with a routine. Every Tuesday I'm going to do this. Every Wednesday I'm going to do this. Every Monday I'm going to do this. You're going to have to come up with a routine. Please do not wait till Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening to start working on your stuff. That is not going to work. Okay. If you have questions on Canvas, we have some Canvas documentation. Netiquette, how to do online courses, the things you need for doing online. I mentioned you can use a tablet or a phone to, watch the videos, but you're probably going to need a real computer to be able to produce Word documents and Microsoft Project documents. Okay. The next one basically talks about the next section. Excuse me. Let's go back to the modules. The next section is supplemental materials. There's some student files here that you can download. The real thing is this. Every week you need to go here and find what week that we're in and do what it says to do. Now this first week, well, this is not the first week. This is the introduction. So the introduction task, every week the tasks are going to look similar to this. Okay, so here are the things they want you to do before the course begins. Get a copy of the textbook, read the syllabus, watch the introductory slides. If you're new to Canvas, watch those guys. Install the software, introduce yourself in the discussion forums. Okay, here's how the video lectures work. Now, each video lecture is broken up into 15-minute chunks, mainly because that's the attention span of a student. Wait, did I just insult you? Anyway, the idea is they're broken up into 15-minute chunks just to make it easy to digest, because, life is strange, right? And so maybe you don't have an hour to spend in one shop. Maybe you just need to break it up. The videos are recorded in 720p high-def format. I didn't go with 1080p. Most of the time you don't need that, and it would just make it longer to download for a phone. And so I kind of went with the middle of the road. It is best to view these things at full screen, because you're gonna have to be zooming in while I'm working on something. You might want to see what I'm doing, and depending on the browser, it could be that you might want to click on the video and then launch it inside YouTube, because it may provide you a little bit more control. YouTube does an excellent job of making these things work on practically every device. So if you want to try it on, watching the videos like on your daily commute, well, hopefully you're not driving, but you want to have it over here in a phone, then yeah, that works. Okay. You're probably going to need the textbook with you at the same time, so maybe it won't work, but nevertheless. And let me know, of course, if there's any problem. Now, let me give you a hint. If you have the full YouTube interface up and running, you can hit the little gear, bring that up and hit speed, and change the speed of the video. You can actually speed it up, okay? Go to 1.2 speed, and it'll speed up the video. I don't sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks when you speed it up. It just makes it run a little bit faster. You can do that if you like. And the cool part about videos is, if you didn't understand something, you can say, wait, what did he say? You just grab the little slide bar and go, scoot it over, and you listen to it over again, right? So videos are cool. You can see everything and hear everything, and if you didn't hear or see, you just watch it over again a second time, or just rewind to the point you are at. Okay, so one more time. The guts of this is going to be every week I need you to go to modules, go down here to the weekly task section, find the week that we're in, and then follow instructions. The instructions are typically going to say, like, for example, for Chapter 1, I know exactly what they're going to say for Chapter 1. They're going to say, read Chapter 1 in the book. Watch the Chapter 1 video lectures. Answer 4 questions in a journal assignment. And the questions are designed to see if you were paying attention. For example, the questions in the journal aren't really earth-shattering questions. They'll be something simple like, what example was used in lecture to demonstrate this concept? Okay? That's all it is. And all it is, are you paying attention and are you taking notes? That's all it is. So that's how this thing works. It just goes through and says, here's what we need to do. So read the book, watch the lecture, do a journal answering 4 questions, and then either a quiz or an assignment. It's due every single week. That's how the rhythm of the class goes. So one more time. Every week, you go here, find the week that we're in, and to do what it tells you to do. Okay? Cool! All right. Whew. Okay, so that's basically it for this introduction. The next time you see my smiling face, we'll actually be starting the course with the first video lecture. So until then,